The popular Indian dance form, Bharatanatyam, more than a millennium old, has many practitioners. But Aniruddha Knight is the sole direct inheritor of the traditional style of fine art, dance, and music that was codified 200 years ago at the royal court of Tanjavur in southern India. He is the only remaining performer of a hereditary art form that flourished during the 19th century in the Tanjavur district in southern India. He is a ninth-generation performer from southern India's oldest continuous family style of music and dance. The traditional style Ani performs is distinctly different from the popular style of Bharatanatyam, so well known today as India's most recognizable cultural export. It follows principles of form and choreography, practiced and passed on within professional artistic families since its codification. The dance emerges from and is merged with the music. Music and dance are expressions of a single reality. Dance is music, music is dance, interwoven to create a dynamic ensemble performance. Improvisation is a hallmark of the traditional form. The vitality of the dance style emerges from the immediacy of the artist's imagination in performance. The traditional performer will modify the length and emphasis of the performance depending upon the audience and the artist. The greatest performer of Bharatanatyam in memory was T. Balasaraswati, Ani's grandmother. Among the traditional families of her generation who performed, Balasaraswati alone continued to perform the high art form of Bharatanatyam, as the popularized style eclipsed the subtle and demanding traditional style. Balasaraswati introduced Bharatanatyam first to North India and then to the world, becoming recognized as one of the most significant performing artists of the 20th century. Her interpretation of a great traditional fine art form became the epitome of Indian classical dance. Bala's successor was her daughter, Lakshmi. While Balasaraswati was the last surviving traditional performer of her generation, Lakshmi was the only dancer of her generation performing the traditional style. She brought further distinction to her mother's style, her family's musical legacy, and traditional Bharatanatyam. Lakshmi, who lived and worked half her life in the United States, proved that the traditional style could survive the transition to the contemporary cultural and professional context, and kept alive aspects of dance that had otherwise completely disappeared from performance. Ani was taught dance by his mother and learned music from several family members. His interpretation of the narrative side of the dance is guided by the same musical sensibilities that guided his grandmother and mother. His elegant musicianship, the clarity and strength of his hands and footwork, and the power he brings to a physically understated style of dance have established him as the rightful heir to South India's most distinguished family legacy.